Yes, we're back for another Keeping the Ball on the Ground. It's a quarantine special. We've got my good friend Paul Slaney.
Great to be back, Si.
And my good friend Kevin Cow. How you doing, lads? Alright?
Good to be here.
Have you gone crazy yet? Nah.
No yet, but I'm on the verge.
You on the verge of having a Slaney?
Aye, I feel like I'm inside Slaney. I'm on the periphery of Slaney's head right now.
I actually think if there was a flight to Amsterdam, I'd be on it today.
Oh, Si, you
The
don't.
flip-flops.
Honestly, Si, you don't. But guys, it's mental, but innit?
It is mental. It's actually
But you know, I think, Kev,
we're
right?
here to have a laugh, but we've got to take the whole thing serious.
No, of course, but do you think it's weird that the first time in your life, Si, that everybody's on the same boat? Do you know what I mean? But like,
I know what you mean,
it's
Aye.
mentally thinking the first time ever. No,
Was that in the chimp book?
aye, Si, it just tells you to always stay together, Si. And at the moment you don't want to stay together, Si, you want to be free, everybody. But it's certainly, Si, with this, it does seem for the first time ever we're all together in this, and we are going to get through it, aren't we, Si? I don't know what the precautions, Si, but they're going to do, but we are going to get it through it, I believe.
I've been sitting in the house with my two kids, and first, I never really get to see them a lot. They've got absolutely no personality.
Nothing? No. We Jude has, isn't he? Nothing.
Nah. So who's their dad
Hate
then?
them.
Aye, I'm sitting with the family in Osai, and it's very difficult. I used to avoid my dad left, right and centre, and now needing to walk by him every day, Si, is very difficult. Do you know what I mean?
Do you need to shake his hands?
Well, Si, it's actually, this is good because you're not allowed to shake constantly, but with the suit it's actually helping him, do you know what I mean?
We're meant to hear Lewis Toshney on, but because of things that are going on, Inverness have stopped him from coming on.
I know.
I think it's a good thing for the show. The show could have been shut down if that boy came on, Si.
Just on Lewis Toshney, though, him getting a move to Inverness was probably a bigger shock than Corona, wasn't it?
Oh, Si, I don't know what happened in there. And then you'll not believe this one. I messaged Lewis Toshney 3 weeks later saying that Hibernian were interested, and he believed me, Si. So that's him now knowing that it was fake.
I've got it down here as well. He's the only guy in the SPL whose nose is squinter than Andy Considine's passing.
Hey, Si, it is a beak
He's
of all
got-
beaks.
He's got Andy Considine's big toe on his face, isn't he?
Yeah, funny to say that about talking about Andy Constantine. I was doing a Stranraer the weekend, right? Seen my mum before she goes into lockdown. She's at that age in the vulnerable category, right? And I was going out to the farm, Lynn's mum and dad's farm, right? And I was like, fucking 300 sheep in the field, right? They all had numbers on. I was like, and Lynn says to me, that's nice to see the Aberdeen squad down here. I says, Lynn, you can't say that, man.
That was she
We've even
said,
got a
right?
video and everything. They've all got squad numbers on the fur. But not the fur, the wool.
Love it. I never even got a chance to ask you what you made of Ryan Stevenson's performance in your absence.
Well, two things, Si. The reason I never came on was because
He's gorgeous.
no, he's not big enough, Si, for
Oh,
me to
right,
come
okay.
on, Si. And I watched the first 5 minutes, Si, and I couldn't go on, Si.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing, Si. I need to be entertained, Si. And I heard it went doing really well, though. What?
Went down like the winger goes down, young man. But by the way, because he had the black dots on his face, you went and got all yours
The red dots. So.
He had a tattoo right on the side of his head. It was
I
like
saw
a
he
face. And every time I was looking at it, I thought the tattoo was talking to me.
It was strange, wasn't it, that
Weird,
tattoo?
man, but no, he's got a few tattoos, that's for sure.
And again, big news, you and Paul Tim have ran out of toilet roll. So he's wiping his ass for your bokeh jumper.
How's
Si.
Paul coping for this, Slaney?
He's struggling. The big man is certainly struggling, Si. And I think the real worry for Paul, the women, is, Si, about is the shops, Si, the grub, innit? Is the grub going to go away? Is there going to be a lack of food for Big Paul the Tim? That man lives on that. Do you know what I mean? So we need to be
What's his
careful,
favourite
Si.
meal?
Madras, Si.
Madras!
Madras, is it? Aye. What about wee Willie? Has he got plenty of nappies?
That wee man will no be longer caught a baby, Si.
Nah. Has he grew up
Hell
since
of
the
a lot of
virus?
respect, Si. The precautions and the measures that wee man's been taking is exceptional.
I can imagine him being safety first. Right, we're going to do some fans' questions via Twitter. We've got Matt Murdoch. Would Slaney rather have James Forrest's football ability or Charlie Mulgrew's looks? Wow.
Fantastic question to start us off. Would Slaney rather James for his football ability or Charlie Mulgrew's looks? I would rather Chad the Reed Dick.
Why? Because you don't need to wear baby pants.
I'm on after midnight.
Why do? Is that so you could just buy wee boys pants?
Absolutely, Si.
Right. Yeah. What would you rather have, Forrest's ability or Charlie's looks?
Well, both world class, innit? James' ability is world class, Charlie's looks is world class, Si. I would obviously James Forrest's ability, but in my industry, Si, if I had the look, Si, there would be no stopping me. Si.
Imagine your Instagram then.
Oh my God, Si, I bamboozled my way through this game, and certainly if I had the looks of Charlie Mulgrew, I would be the number one Si about the place.
So Charlie's got world class looks. James's got world class football ability. What would you say about you as world class?
Personality.
Personality.
And it is world class, Si, and listen, it's that shout though when a bird says like, just wish my boyfriend was as funny as you. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Do you get that quite a bit?
But you don't want that. Do you know what I mean, mate? You want to. That's them saying you're no good looking, and it kills you, Si. Do you know what I mean? They still come back and enjoy themselves.
Obviously, they'll go to their bed and I think he's got a wee cock. He's fucking horrid to look at, but my God, he can make me laugh.
What would you go then, Kev? Would you go Charlie's looks or James's ability? Because you've obviously got neither of them either.
I take big Charlie's looks. He's a handsome big fucking bugger, isn't he?
Yeah,
Let's not beat about the bush.
Si?
I'd go the looks, mate.
I'd
I'm not
take
interested
Charlie's
in
looks.
football. Right, we've got Stotty27 on Instagram. He needs to grow up with that name. Does Kev and Slaney not miss playing, even if it was in the juniors or amateurs with some pals? Kev, I'll ask you first.
Nah, I don't at all.
Didn't I miss a game on Saturday?
Nah. Sometimes I go down and kick about with the kids and that at the rematches and stuff, and I get pure like excited thinking, oh, I could maybe just go and run it with somebody here. And then I think, it's how you fucking feel the next day, Si. It's no worth it.
What age are you?
38.
Oh, no,
I reckon I could still do a job for somebody.
What, like League 2?
No, maybe not that high up.
Junior?
Maybe junior or like good amateur. Because I was a target man, I didn't run. I could just stand there and get the ball pinned to me, but it's weird how like sometimes I feel like I miss it, but then I think no, because it was what it was. It was a part of your life that it happened and it's moved on, and I just enjoy now going taking the kids and seeing them go through their path if they've got one. But no, I don't miss it.
Because Marty Yardley played in the same nick as you, didn't he?
Did I? And so did the big what do you call him, Trundle.
Trundle was a
He was a bit heavy, but no, I couldn't carry it, mate. I fucking honestly, it's hard enough walking about the streets these days with this, but see, try to play it on a Saturday.
But you're not even fat.
No, I know. I'm wearing, Frank McAvenny told me a good one. Wear black. Black hides it, so that's why I've got my black one on today.
Looking great. What about you?
Anyway.
No.
How no?
So I've came to the conclusion, Si, I'm in this world to entertain. I'm a born entertainer, Si, so to play at, what's our stadium called again?
Somerset.
You ain't going to entertain.
Did you see somebody wrote on Twitter saying my dad's been supporting Ayr for 35 years and Paul Slaney, no 65 was it? And Paul Slaney is the worst he's ever seen.
Took the pressure right off me.
Love. Give yourself a fucking break, love.
But you are going to get back into it now, eventually.
Well, Si, this is the thing. I absolutely love football. It's all I know, Si, and I love it, but
you're doing one-on-ones every night, aren't you?
correct, Si, it's sickening, and Si, you keep talking about it all the time. But what I would say, Si, is when you've had the injuries I had, Si, I could no longer be the player I was. So that was
Frustrates you, didn't it?
Mate, honestly, like I was playing like Andy Murray's a perfect example. He could play tennis, but he had to get that hip surgery to play to the level he wanted.
That's what you had as well, wasn't it? The hip,
It's still knackered, Si, and I can play through it, but I can't play at the level I want to. Now, I could sit here every podcast come on, Si, and say that I'm not going to do that, Si. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm out there to go in a different path now, Si. But I certainly do miss the game, Si. What about you, Jake? You would miss it, mate?
Wait, can I say, Kev, obviously he gets a wee buzz for going and watching his kids. Is there anyone that you go and watch that maybe gives you that wee buzz? A wee winger?
Si, I just love kicking the ball about for Paul to chase at the park, Si. That's the guy I miss seeing at the moment. He's stuck indoors.
Brilliant. Kev, you're big. Oh, here we go. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is for Rice, 88.
Oh my God.
Big Kev's thoughts on Mark Roberts. Surely it's time it was explained.
There's nothing to explain, nothing happened. Just when you hear an opinion of somebody that...
You gave him the finger on camera.
Did that go out?
Did I go it?
Oh, well, if it didn't, leave it there.
Big man.
So what was it, just...
No, just...
Was it a falling out or was it just...
not
didn't
at all.
see eye to eye?
I just... when I was at Ayr, I'm probably thankful for Mark Roberts for giving me a year's deal, but as the season progressed and that, I just didn't like part-time football. I just thought it was very amateurish. I felt that having played every day as a professional footballer full time, it's everything. Whereas with part time, it's like sitting in the house on a Tuesday night and like, oh fuck, I've got to go and pick up Andy Millen. We'll take a drive down to Ayr to train. I couldn't be arsed with it. It just lost its professionalism a wee bit for me. And I just lost, I lost interest in it. And then when Mark Roberts obviously dropped me, and then he would join in training, and he would be a bit of a fucking dick sometimes. And I thought, I can't deal with this guy. And
the manager would join in.
he would join in because he was still playing as well. He was. Oh God, he had a good career as well. And his assistant manager, Davey White, who I couldn't really take to either, because I just thought that some of the sessions we used to do were hopeless, rubbish. There was never any helping progressing the young players, making them better, and I just thought, no, this is not for me. And I think the final straw for me was when we played Cowdenbeath, I think it was, or somebody at home, and there was 2 minutes to go, and he asked me to go warm up and come on. I says, fuck, I've got nothing warming up, man. Give one of the kids a game. Like, I've played games, I don't need to come on for 2 minutes with. So I didn't fall it with him directly or indirectly. He just wasn't my cup of tea, and I probably wasn't his cup of tea.
But the worst thing, I think, is as soon as you come from full-time to part-time, that's when you're getting frustrated. But when you actually change your mind and think, these guys have been working all day, and the manager's been working all day, he's not got all day to sit and plan a session. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking training now, mate, and obviously we're doing the podcast on a Tuesday, I'm working, got my kids, and then you've got I plan my session going on the bus up to Peterhead, up to Dundee, and then you get there and somebody's pulled out of training, and then you need to change your session right there on the spot. So it's not easy, do you know what I mean? Like,
of course. Listen, I'm going to say Matt Roberts, I loved him. So
you love everyone too, don't you?
Yes, but certainly with Matt Roberts, I have gave him stick, but that was just because I do love him, and you can do that with people like that. I thought he was great. He showed me a lot of respect. He gave me a chance in the game again. I actually did think his training was good. I think what he found it difficult to say was because he was a player, and then changing that quickly into a manager. I think that was very hard for him, because he knew some of the players as well. But I thought he was really good, I thought he was a great guy for me, and listen, we all have wee jokes about each other, but certainly wasn't he's a really, really good guy. So.
I think you get me a laugh at part-time, mate.
Aye, but
people are more real,
aye, no, you're absolutely right.
Boys.
Like, don't try to disrespect part-time football, because it's not at all. It's just, for me, I didn't enjoy it, but whereas people who's played part-time their whole careers, like, their job becomes more important than their football. So when they've had maybe a hard day at work, like you say, they might not be able to make a training on Tuesday or Thursday night, and then expect to turn up on Saturday. They could get injured on a Saturday, and that's their job, their full-time job maybe come in jeopardy. So I didn't really, it was just difficult, it was hard, and at the same time, I was contemplating on retiring anyway, giving it up, because I had lost a lot of interest in it, and I just, with Mark Roberts, I didn't ever fall it with him massively. I didn't never had any really things. I just some things I maybe disagreed with that he agreed with, and then, but I don't really dislike him or that. I just maybe fucking more for the show, a bit of banter and stuff. But I've got nothing. I say bad words and stuff about him, but it's just, it's no anything malicious. I don't like.
I think we've spoken enough about Mark.
I would say so.
I'll give you one. We've got an old fitness coach. Hoggy's name is. He's like 80 odd, man. So he loves. He's so professional, mate. Like, you would love it. He is so professional. He wants everything done properly. So we had a guy called Paul Kearney. Remember Kearney? You remember Kearney? What a character, man, right? See if anybody said anything bad to Kearney, got an shite career. Like, he'd say he had a brilliant career, right?
Like, played with Hibs?
I played with Hibs. See if on the pitch, mate, if you got the ball at his feet and like played a good pass, he'd do that, come run past you and go zing, 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 zing. Right? So anyway, he'd got quite heavy when he was at Peterhead. So like the coaches and that, they weren't happy with him. Hoggy, especially because he's so professional, wasn't happy with him. So Hoggy had the boys doing a second session on a Thursday at Grangemouth. It was like a sports centre. And he'd take the boys there for like a run on a Thursday. So Kearney was going to the Thursday session to try and lose a bit of weight, so Hoggy was delighted that he was trying to lose a bit of weight and stuff like that. So one night we were going up to Peterhead on the bus, and I went back to the back of the bus. Hoggy's at the front of the bus, and I phoned him on a withheld number. And I phoned him and says, Hi, sure, it's Andy Gold here from Grangemouth Sports Centre. Just a quick one for you, Stuart. There's been a complaint put in. And Stuart Hogg's like that. Yeah, go on. Like, he's pure, he hates anyone thinking anybody. He went, one of your players was seen shaking the vending machine, trying to get 5 Mars bars out the vending machine. And he's like, you're fucking kidding me. What one was it? And I was like, somebody heard the name Paul Kearney. And he's like, you're fucking, he's been doing so well. And he went and told the gaffer not mate, the Kearney was shaking the vendors. I'm trying to get it. Oh,
it's magic. Here's what, Si, for you, here's Si for Aaron Jackson. Ask Si what his funniest memory from his time at Dundee was. Was it Hartley's high heels, Si?
No, like, see what Gowser said last week? Like, Hartley was good for the boy. Just because I wasn't doing well, and which I wasn't good enough. But funniest memory, we had a guy, Kyle Leathernan, man. You remember him? Goalie. Do you know him?
Goalie, Kilmarnock.
Mate, he just stares at people, eh? So we used to sit, me, Barra and Clarkie used to sit in the back seat, Gaz Irvin would drive, you'd be Gaz Irvin, and this would be Kyle Leathernan, and we'd just watch him, mate. See for Dundee to Glasgow, he'd just stare at Gaz, and Gaz would be driving, mate, and he'd just stare at the back, he'd just stare at him for the full fucking hour and a half, right? So anyway, we played Dundee United at Tannadice in the Cup, and it was 0-0, we got a player sent off, held on to I think it was 5 minutes to go, we were doing really well. Corner comes in, big Kyle comes out, misses the ball completely, and they head it in, they win the game 1-0. So big Kyle's hard on himself, mate. He was on a proper downer that night. We drove back to Glasgow. We were in the next day. Kyle gets in the motor. Barra sits in the front, puts Kyle in the back. From Dundee to Glasgow, Barra played the Superman tune. For an hour and a half, mate. The big man was just staring, burning hole in the back of his head. And then at the garage, Barra put him out to get someone. Went on his way back, he locked the doors, mate. Had him standing at the garage for an hour and a half. Mate, probably the car school's going up to Dundee, because we had to travel for Glasgow to Dundee every day. Me and Barra done a challenge one day, actually. This probably tells you why I never done well at Dundee. We used to stop at the Old Inns Cafe in Cumbernauld, and I think Barra bet me 30 quid that I couldn't eat 8 bacon rolls for Glasgow to Dundee.
You've tried it.
Done it. And then went and trained after it, mate. So just the car skills probably. What
were your teammates, Si? Who was the best laugh? Was it? I know we spoke about it last week with Gowser, but was it guys like you, Gowser? Jeebsy.
Jeebsy must have been. Jeebsy's been known as a character.
Jeebsy's quite funny. I'm trying to think who. Willie Dyer's funny. Remember Willie Dyer?
Aye.
Willie Dyer's funny. Paul McGinn. Probably Gowser. Gowser was just constantly wanting to carry on. Do you know what I mean?
Even though you weren't playing side, and we all know when you're not playing, it's rubbish. Did you enjoy your time at all?
I loved every day. I loved going in every day. Niam was a physio, mate, so we'd get a good carry on with Niam. But players wise, Kevin Thompson was
the best.
A different level, mate. We had loads of Gowser's a good player, Kevin McBride's a good player, a good career. Even Greg was a good player, but Kevin Thompson was a different level for Greg Stewart.
What, Si?
Just everything, mate. He's touch and just.
He's quite a demanding
guy.
Everything, yeah.
No, but he was one of them that.
Just sees
top at everything, mate. Top at everything. He's touched, could kick the ball with 2 feet, could strike it, just a complete player.
Set himself standards, and I just try to adhere to them. But every day.
He was good, mate. He would never get frustrated, eh?
It's weird, eh?
I would be making an arse out constantly, and he would never ever crack, eh? But he was brilliant, Kevin Thompson. Who would say is the best you've played with?
Strange, Bruni's very different for him, isn't he?
Tom was probably technically better.
I would say, what I've seen, I would be Bruni, but it's for different reasons. As you say, his passing. You wouldn't say that about Bruni, but he's passing, he's touching on it, but there's something inside that he's exceptional. But again, they're just different, these guys, aren't they, Si, for the rest?
It's a mindset. I always think a lot of people have the ability in their feet and whatever, but it's how their mind thinks.
Do you know what, Kev? Sorry, the best I've seen was Sean Maloney.
Oh, how good was he, man?
On it, mate, different level, eh? Unbelievable.
I played with Sean in the Scotland 21s, and we played Germany away. And he used to practice free kicks and training non-stop all the time. Amazing. He's got the weest fucking feet I've ever seen. I'm going to ask him if I can get the hand-me-downs from wee 2-year-old. And he scored a fucking... We got a free kick with 10 minutes to go, and you just knew that he was going to score. And it over the wall, top bins, and you're like... You weren't even surprised, but just... there's certain people set themselves apart for others for reasons.
Who was he? I
always say Kev Phillips. Kev Phillips was just no different. For me...
He's good on the radio and that, Kev.
He's just a guy that really looked after himself, his body, his what he ate and things like that. But after training, he scored 30 goals in the Premiership, which has only been done by, I think, only 3 or 4 players. He'd be after training, shooting exercises non-stop, asking young boys, could you come over and bring the mannequins over, or bring this over, put them there, and for all these fucking drills that he made up, and he got people to feed them in, and he didn't ever mind a shite ball, because he would say, that's all right, don't worry about that. He says, because in a game I'm going to get a shit ball and I'm going to need to deal with it. And it was just he just worked, and when he scored the goals that he did in the weekend, you were like, it wasn't a surprise, because he's fucking doing that every day.
See, do you know Paul Lambert? Oh my God, mate. Amazing. See, when I was a young kid in the reserves, he used to come up to say this to you before every single game he played. He went, see the day, watch me. He says that you'll learn more in 90 minutes than you've learnt in 10 years.
But no being big time.
No
like
being
that,
big time. He's like, all you do today is sit on the bench and watch, because he obviously played my position. Just watch me.
Imagine having that.
He never used to warm up, see, even when he played for the first team, mate, he'd sit in with the manager, have a cup of tea, while everyone else was out warming up. He'd go out and just be sensational, mate.
Imagine having that confidence to actually say that.
That's confidence. That's ability is ability. But see, when you've got confidence to go with your ability.
See if somebody said to me, Slaney, I'm going to play a camera today, I would be shite. So, do you know what I mean? If somebody said they're going to keep their eyes on me.
That's the worst. See, when your teammates are on the bench and I'm player cam, you're like, no, I didn't.
You're like, shut up, don't be daft.
But see what Paul Lambert said, like, watch me and you'll learn more. See, I think I learned how to play centre midfield by playing against, I remember playing in the reserves against Alec Ray, who was fucking top, mate.
Oh, he was amazing.
Top.
Alec
He used to just spit.
Whistle.
You know what he used to shout to everyone? Give me the ball, I'm hot. So he used to shout when you play again, give me the ball, I'm hot. Loved it, mate. And do you know who the other one was? It was brilliant, mate. Dale McInnes played in the reserves.
Was he high?
I think I was only like 17. But the good thing was, see Dale McInnes, mate, he would like talk you through the game, mate. See there, you've done that well. See there, try it when you're playing against him. And I think that's why reserves was so good for. Played against some top.
What McInnes
Petrov used to play.
you?
I'd be playing against him and he'd tell you what you were doing well,
that's
what you could have
amazing,
done. Brilliant, mate.
That's magic,
were
isn't
you
it?
the similar? You get.
I'm trying to
stuff like
think of boys at Motherwell who was just brilliant, Si.
Mate, we played an Old Firm game in front of 10,000, I think it was, at Ibrox. Jim O'Brien came on, got whiplash, went to control the ball, got whiplash, and then gave a Rangers fan the finger and got hockled after the game. the worst performance ever at Ibrox gym, man.
What was this?
We had Janino, mate. We played with Janino. Jim O'Brien, this sums up our youth team, right? We had Janino, mate. I think he'd won the World Cup. And do you know what I said about Gowser last week, wanting the ball? Everyone wanted the ball all the time, mate. And I'll never forget it. Janino picks the ball up, like he's like 40 yards away from Jim, and all I can hear is Jim shouting, Nino! Nino! Yes!
By the way, he asked for it all the time.
Jim, I've never seen somebody want the ball.
Is that Jim O'Brien that went to Barnsley?
What a boy he is, mate. Absolute shyness, man. Even we'd get like Janino would train the Rezzies, mate, and Jim would like cane him, man.
That's brilliant,
So shy. I'm trying to think of what other older Rezzy players played. But the Rangers game, mate, we played centre mid, Stephen Naismith and John Fleck with the two centre midfielders.
Remember the boy at Man United, Alan Smith, who was played with Leeds as well?
What a play, well, centre forward, he was brilliant. I didn't know why he went to centre
Playing at
midfield.
MK Dons?
Aye, but wasn't he?
Wasn't he great?
One of the best guys you'd meet, but wasn't he the best of players? I couldn't believe he had the career he had. But you're right, he should never have moved him centre mid.
Because he was like a pure bustling, an animal centre
See, I
forward.
played against him when I was Sunderland youth team. He was in the Leeds youth team. And fuck, what a youth team they had. They had Smith, Woodgate, McPhail, Hart. Oh man, they had all the fucking Harry Kuehl.
That was the Champions League
That was
team,
their
wasn't it?
youth team. Fucking insane.
Was it, aye?
That was their youth team. Sunderland under 19s versus Leeds under 19s back in 98. That was their youth team roughly.
Brilliant, eh? And we had Paddy,
insane.
mate. See Paddy playing the reserves, it was like,
McCourt.
it was a shambles, mate.
He
It was
scored
like
that?
it was like watching Sunday League. A wee guy would just pick the ball up and beat everyone.
Score? That's
Score?
right, eh?
Scary, man.
He should have been at the very top, his ability.
I know.
Definitely. Right, we'll move on. Ian Cashmore Jr. How good a kit man was Alan Kerr, and did he mention Clarence Seedorf all the time like he does now?
Kelso and all the kit men I had for various reasons, and all kit men are really good guys. They are the go-to guys. They always know all the inside information. But Kelso played the game. He played with Kilmarnock. I don't know how good he was. I think he was fucking rubbish. But Kelso knows the game. So, but for me, he introduced me to fucking a bit of Ian Brown. Is it Ian Brown's Stellify? I used to put this song on Stellify and I used to fucking sit there and tap away and think, who sings this? I loved it, but he was full of daftness and he liked me coming in and talking shit stories and crap stories. He thought, but he was a good guy. But the Clarence Seedorf, fuck knows what he means by that.
No, he played against Seedorf.
Oh, did he?
Aye, when he was young, he played with Coyce, not that?
Did he?
Aye.
But mate, unbelievable, right? One of the boys, he's one of the best guys you'll ever meet. And this is the PD McCall's coming out here. So like, I'm just totally fucking binned, right? And I remember I get brought on with about 2 minutes to go. We get beat, and I get brought on with 2 minutes to go. So I think when McCall started speaking to me about like, had a pop at me. But as he was doing it, I just see Kelso pop his head out like that. And just kept going in and out. So I'm like to myself, oh for fuck's sake, he's got to stop, I'm going to start laughing. So I start feeling my legs shaking because we laughed her. So he just kept going like that, Mate, I swear to God, he caught Peaky's gate because he just kept peeking his head out. Mate, I swear to God, it was an actual thing that happened. Absolutely done McCall, and I'm glad he did actually, because I've no time for that guy whatsoever.
Kit men are the best.
They are the best,
football, I love
right.
kit. I always think, do you know what? I always judge it. See if you're the kit man likes you, I think you're a good player.
Aye.
I think the kit man,
That's a fucking
always
great-
know
that's a-
good players.
The
mate, I'm
kit man
telling you,
did no
man.
good players, eh?
You used to see where was it at? Swindon, I had a bad season that second season. The kit man's that to me. Didn't worry about the idiot. You're a good player. And that was meant more to me than the manager saying it to me.
No, it's
I always
fucking
thought kit
weird,
man's
that,
had a right good
It didn't.
That's
idea
a
of
great point,
football.
man. When you think about it, when you look back, you think a lot of footballers would agree with that. That's why I didn't kit man like me.
What about I like physios, mate? Physios used to get abused, man.
Physio's got a hard time. Like, we had a physio at Sunderland, wee Pete Fry, and they looked like wee Gollum out of fucking Lord of the Rings, man, and he get called all sorts, and like people just caned the guy, and I used to feel sorry for him, but physios are just twats, weren't they, really?
One of the best, probably the best players I've ever met in football, Graham Parsons, Si.
Great guy.
I swear to God, I used to stay with him on that, Si. Get my head away from everything. He was the most amazing guy, Si. Physio? No, Si. But one of the most amazing guys I've ever met. I remember my rehab for my ACL, Si. Graham Parsons, one of the best guys, took me up to the Campsies, Si, and had me walking up and down the Campsies with a knee hanging off it, which is a fantastic idea for a physio, Si. No, Si, he's one of the best guys I would ever meet, Si.
Tim was a good laugh, mate. I like Tim.
Tim
was
very
funny,
good,
mate.
Si. Tiger Tim.
Tiger,
Big time, wasn't he, for a physio?
Oh, the biggest big time physio ever, but he'd say that
Remember
himself.
his run bit? That let him down v St John's.
Bigger than the West Ham
remember?
physio.
Who's that?
He'd a red Ferrari with his number plate physio. PH11
No way.
SIO physio.
Wow.
That's massive.
Physio room was where everyone used to go, wasn't it? We'd
You would
always hang about
congress
the
here in the
physio.
morning for the banter.
Just
And then
abuse
you
the physio,
just abuse
man.
the
Do you know
physio.
James Keaton's is the worst fucking ever when you're injured? See when you used to lie down, Si, and you'd have the wee machine on, he used to
Turn it
go
right up.
turn it up right, or do that with the hairs in your legs. Fuck me. Every morning, Si. Everybody was still lying injured, Si. Keaton came out.
You know that machine, you know the machine, what do they call that machine? It's like a wee, it looks like a fucking Game Boy, and it's got the leads out it with the sticky patches you
The
put
patches
on.
and
What's it called?
It's electric shock.
Electric shock, and they used to come in and you were bored, you would say, right, so you can get up to volume, turn the volume up. You used to stick it on your nipples and that, and you would fucking turn the volume.
He actually did, didn't he?
Made you take cramp, didn't it?
Does Lynn not have that on you for when you go into the biscuit drawer? That goes off.
No.
Best player you've played with at any level that didn't reach their potential because of injury or otherwise. That's for Duffy. Jim Duffy.
Fucking aye, Jim Duffy, aye. Barney Duffy.
That's a good question though. I know who mine is.
Who's yours?
Rocco Quinn.
Aye.
Rocco had everything, mate. 2 feet, could tackle, could run, 6 foot, could smash a ball. He was just off his trumpet, man, honestly. He was some boy. The best story about Rocco is we were on a team night out and we were in campus, right? And this sums Rocco up. Rocco was sitting with a beer and we're all jumping about and he's like that to me. Oh, wee man. He used to call me wee man all the time. Come here. So I went over and he went, his Hands Up for Detroit came on yet? And I went, what? He went, the song, Hands Up for Detroit, has it been on yet? And I went, nah, and he went, see when it does, watch yourself, because I'm going to clear this fucking place. Hands Up for Detroit came on, mate, and he just sat with his beer like that. Never done anything. Oh, what a guy. Rocco was one of them, right? He used to get the watches, remember the fake Jacobs?
Aye.
I done that to him one night. I was only younger, so I was only 16. They were all 2 years older than me, so I used to be a bit nervous about getting in the tunnel and stuff like that. As I say, Rocco had the fake Jacobs. I remember going up to him one night in a pub and saying, Rocco, I'm shite myself, I'll definitely get in the tunnel tonight. He went like that to me. Wee man, of course you'll get in the tunnel. It's a fake Jacobs, man.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, what a guy. No, Rocco should have, man. Rocco was brilliant.
For me, Tommy Butler.
Centre half.
No,
Winger.
Winger.
That was Paul
Him in
Butler.
the youth team, like, I'd never seen a footballer like this. He was fucking amazing. And then he got a few debuts, he got a debut at Sunderland and a few bit part games here and there, but every time he came on it was like people were excited to see him. But he just he just left Sunderland one day and didn't come back. Went away home to his missus in Ireland and just didn't come back, and then he eventually got his head sorted. I never really asked him what happened to him, but he came back and then he signed for Swansea in a few games and a few injuries, but he should have, like, he used to nutmeg the first team players in training and the first team players would chase after him, like what you kill him. He was fucking just really, just turning and for me he was fucking brilliant, but there's been a lot of kids that should have went on to further. And
Do you ever play with Mark Follen?
no,
Scotland?
was he good?
Oh my God, mate.
Was
What
he,
a
aye?
player
What
he
do you
was.
think, Si,
Why they don't make it?
we were talking about last week when we said about at youth it was totally different for like first team football? Is it that?
I don't know, mate. I don't know what it is, but see,
Because
Fozzie...
mate, sorry, Si, on you go.
You can go first.
No, I'm just saying like, on you go, Si.
Fozzie came on trial at Swindon, right? So I come in for the, training one day into the dressing room. And the kit man, Roger, comes on and he says, "Si, the chairman's wanting to see you upstairs." And I was like, "Fuck, what have I done, man?" Chairman was never about me, eh? So up to the chairman's office. Chairman standing, the bold Fozzie and the Fozzie's agent. I'm like, "Alright, mate, what's happening?" He's like, "Not even alright." He went, "Tell him." Pointing to the chairman, I went, "Tell him what?" He went, "Tell him how many times I'll give the ball away from now to the end of the season." And I went, "Oh, he'll not get it." When he went, "I fucking told you." So anyway, right, we get to training that next day. He's on trial. He's calling the gaffer Paolo, mate. Eh? "Yes, Paolo. Give the ball, Paolo." We all called him gaffer, mate. He's calling the Canio Paolo. He's so he's so confident. So anyway, I'm starting in Starbucks with 5 of the boys. Fozzie phones me. He's like, "Who's the fittest player in your team?" And I was like, "Fuck knows, mate. I don't know." He says, "Tell them to get their arse up to the training ground." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Your manager's just phoned me, no giving me a deal because he says I'm not fit enough. So tell your fittest player to get up there now. I'm racing him. The gaffer's going to come and watch." Don't talk character, mate. But see, when I was younger, I was like 12. He was 16. It sounded like he was.
Aye.
But then who was it was saying? Ross Wallace was saying he used to meg the first team and call it and that, mate. Just never cared.
But you think that's a good thing, but wouldn't you?
But back, I don't know if they players sort of would take that back then, eh?
You want to ask the question, how did they not make it? Why did they not make it? And who answers that?
But is it just a mental thing though? Because
I think it has to be, Si. I think it has to be because
I can see like there's so many bang average players that have had some careers.
Because their mindset is focused on just fucking being average, whereas the good ones probably think, "Fucking, I'm too good for this shit. I'll just do what I want," and then time passes them by, and it's like before they know it, it's over and done with. Whereas I can't fucking figure it out. But it would be a good research thing. But like Slaney, like obviously by all accounts from what we've heard, all joking aside,
how many answers, Janky? This would have been Paul Slaney.
I know, but all joking aside, like apparently you were a thing back in the day.
I was acceptable, but as I've said before, injuries played a part. So don't say it again.
So yeah, apart from injuries, like there's things that he's openly admitting to his mind being fucking frazzled.
No,
it's a combination of everything really, isn't it, when you put it down to everything. Slaney.
No, but I play up to it a lot. I always say, Si, of course you can do things better than that, but I had about 6 operations, Si, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I was just saying, free a man called kills you, mate.
I mean, people have come back, but if you come back and it felt fine, then that's different. But when you come back, Si, and there's still a problem there, and you try to play through it, Si, you can't train as hard or whatever because of that. So it's very, very difficult. Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever seen any strange things? I remember we were at a away trip. Remember Craig Easton?
Easty? From the D9?
Easty was a lovely guy, mate, but he was strange, man. Like, we called him Nature Boy. He loved nature. I remember one time we were playing Millwall away, mate, and we were staying over that night, looked out my window, mate, and Easty was climbing up a tree in the car park. Love nature, mate. We used to do warm-ups, mate, right? And I used to watch him all the time just to see what weird shit he would do. And he would be like stretching his groins. Then he would just do that with the grass. And eat the grass. And I'd be like, "Easty, what you doing, man?" He was straight. I've seen some strange things with Craig Easton.
Ask each other what have been your favourite moments experienced so far doing open goal. I'm going to tell you mine. By far, winning the award.
Oh, that was a good night, wasn't it?
Sorry, that was...
Well as well.
No joking, that has been the most underrated achievement I've ever seen. That could be one of the best things in Scottish history, what we went down there on Chiefs side. It was kind of like when Rocky went to Russia, remember?
Oh, so it was, isn't
Even
it?
the way it's, with all the travel and all that. We were on the train dying, remember? We were feeling no well.
How many?
I ended up getting a couple of birds on the train, Si. And, is that what you're meaning?
But you never even had any clays, mate, did you?
No, so I had to
go to pre-match.
I had to go to pre-match, so you went in the room. The thing had already started, you went to the room. I'm going to book a taxi in Manchester. Went to pre-match, I got a suit. I think I had my Maz trousers. I bought a shirt and a black, I can't remember what it was all about, but I had to buy things to add on to the outfit and came back to the room. You were fucking dying, weren't you? I've never seen you as always in my life. And you're still looking sexy as ever, Si. And we ended up getting showered. We got a taxi at the Etihad. And I always remember there was an old boy that said, "Oh, it's great to have you doing open goal."
Brian Kidd, wasn't it?
Brian Kidd said, "It's great to have open goal doing." He went, a good experience for you to see what it's all about, and maybe in a few years' time you'll win the award. So by that time, I thought we've no chance. And hear the name, like, listen, I know we act up and all that and kid on, I'm too big for the show and all that. Maybe a wee bit true, but that night when we won that, I don't know if you guys were that bothered. I think you were happy, but for me it was just the most amazing feeling. Honestly, I've never
couldn't make it,
experienced
but obviously Texas and that, and I was thinking, fucking hell, we've actually just won the best British podcast in Britain.
In Britain.
It's like, it wasn't the name mean.
I know podcasts it's not the most, people that do them are not there, but it was such a special feeling. But it was the most amazing feeling, so I loved it to bits.
What about you, Kev? You got a moment?
My favourite moment was probably the first head tennis with him.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Kenny Brannigan.
Kenny Brannigan, like, fucking... It's just hit the way, like, when you don't know somebody and they burst out of the scene and you think, fucking hell, who's this guy? He's funny as fuck. And he was, like, he is an entertainer, and I remember just the head tennis, every time he kept fucking pretending to do something, like run out the net. No, don't be going there, Kenny. And then it was the fucking commentary and then the singing, and I thought, God, man, this guy's... And I just thought that we would never...
Evergreen now.
I'm going to say...
Like sunrise.
Like a moonlight.
Have you got any songs, big man?
Do you know who we should sing a song for this week? The legendary
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, because he died.
Right, go on now.
What one we singing?
You got to know
when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Can you whistle?
Aye. With my new teeth.
Yes, go on, Slaney, give us one. What's your favourite song you've sung?
What is your favourite song?
That was, see, the bit that I know it could have been big was probably when Big Charlie and you done that.
Aye.
The reaction to it was just
blew up.
My phone was fucking going off.
It was epic because I watched that. That's the only bit I've watched because it was on the wee 30-second teaser. And it was fucking gold spinning round that chair.
Mad how we just came up with that, innit? Spinning round in that chair.
That actually happened, Kev. When we you done the interview with Robbie Savage that day.
So I did.
So they done that interview that day, and then after it, we went to meet Charlie, and you didn't know about the velvet suit, didn't you know? Did you know about the velvet suit I had?
Nah, you turned up on.
Turned up. Did you? So I had my normal clothes on, but then you and Charlie were in the room, and I went to the toilet, put the velvet suit on.
That's right, we could remember.
And then I was going to walk in, I'm sure.
How you were going to burst through the door?
Burst through the door, and then we thought, let's spin her in the chair, and my God, it's an iconic moment.
That is iconic, by
that will never be. That will never be beaten, Si.
And that was the start of There's All My Good Girls as well, wasn't it?
Aye, I just cracked it out, Si, and the rest is history, Si.
Brilliant. Favourite.
What's your favourite interview, Si?
My favourite interview, Alan McCoist. I love McCoist.
Is it?
He's a hero, isn't he? He just makes it so easy for you, mate. Like.
You're a very likeable person.
But he also wants to give a bit back and stuff like that.
Aye, I would agree with you.
McCoist.
What's your favourite, like your actual one, Kev, you've been on?
See the first Tenants one?
That was
with Lockie, was it Lockie?
Lockie, that was
amazing.
Because you were top notch that night, and then the fact that the older birds were standing at the front, you were giving them a bit. And then it was fucking Lockie everybody was getting a bit for your roads. That was a kind of feeling that, fucking hell, man, if Tenants I want to sponsor us today, pay us money to do things.
And the reaction for the crowd in that was brilliant. The Fringe as well, mate. The Fringe made me think
was fucking...
The Fringe was like a rock concert, man.
Like the first Fringe interview was good. Obviously we had a couple of mutes on, so it was hard to hear what they were saying. But see when he came up with the idea of the fucking Willie Collum referee costume and came out and started spraying the bottles. Like that's an experience.
Fucking mental. Do you remember I jump into the crowd and I've took a boy out and he stood up and oh yeah, and he pointed and his finger was pointing the other way. I was like,
that's right. He tried to catch him and he went, he's still going like, look at my finger, look at my finger. Fucking finger was right there.
Fringe was brilliant.
Fringe was good.
What about the worst thing a manager's ever said to you? You got anything bad? I'll tell you one.
Go to yourself.
We had so see at Swindon we shared a training ground with a thing called PGL. It was like a kids adventure play park, so there was like zip wires. It was a massive area, so we had like a certain bit cut off for us. But so the Canal used to hate training getting stopped, so it was like a quick piss, just go and piss at the side and then come back in. Because the changing room was like a 3-minute walk away. So one day he gets us in a team meeting. He's like, okay lads, I've had a complaint from LPG or whatever it's called. He said, too many of yous go for piss. You get the penis out. He He says, we can't have that, lads, with kids. He says, so I've came up with a plan. I don't want to keep stopping training. He says, so boys with the little penis, Simon, Richie, Caddis, you go, side of the pitch, you go and have a piss. But lads, you boys with the big mambas, you have to go inside.
Oh, that is genius, man.
We had a guy at Swindon, he was a striker, Al Connell, he couldn't kick the ball hard end, the can, he used to call him mozzarella legs. The best I've ever seen for Decano, he actually called a wee guy, look Rooney, a fat little loser.
Oh, mate, that is amazing.
That's amazing, isn't it? You fat little loser.
Surely boys are laughing at that stage, no?
We were all laughing, mate. You need
Right,
to be able to take it, innit?
Here's
Wait,
one.
sorry, what about, we had a guy that worked in at Celtic, he worked in at the kitchen. Told you the story, but I've never told it on camera. And he was buzzing about meeting Gravis and he wasn't the best looking. And Gravis, he was boasting to us, going to meet Tommy Gravis in the day, I'll be the first one that does his toast and his tea for him. We're all sitting in the canteen, Tommy Gravis, and bursts through the door, and that Jim's pure waiting for Tommy Gravis to say, all right, mate, how's things are happening? And he goes, fucking hell, it's George Clooney, lad. Mate, for a year, he just called him Clooney every day, man.
Okay,
fucking tremendous for Big Tommy. Any other slaggings? Nah.
Mine was the worst with getting called Chadwick.
No, another Chadwick.
I remember when I first walked into MK Dons and I seen him, that weasel walking inside, and I looked at him and I thought, fucking hell, man, he's honking. And then to be called him, I was very, very disappointing, Si.
How was Chadwick?
What player?
Mate, I played against him.
By the way, he was a bit of a weirdo.
Strange, isn't he?
He was a nice guy, but he was pretty weird. Nah, he's not my cup of tea, Si.
Nah.
Just give me a wee bit of the book.
Here you go, you ready? You want to ask us one, Kev?
I'll ask this one, right? This is for Tam O'Connor for Instagram. What actor would you want to play in a film?
Mine's is easy, eh?
Joker.
Bruce's da.
Who?
The Robert the Bruce's da. Is
The
that
guy
actually the way
playing
he
it.
looked?
That's how you looked.
That's me sorted, didn't it?
And
You
yours,
say?
yours is Grado, isn't it? Body double.
Grado, I just fucking Grado.
Right.
Who's yours?
Les Dennis. Family Fortunes, isn't it? Imagine the
was
Slane
brilliant.
family on Family Fortunes.
What was
George
the
trying to hit the buzzer with that sleeve.
Oh, wow. What was the hang again in Family Fortunes, Si? Top price. What was it he shouted about?
I can't remember. I did like it, so.
Oh, it was amazing. Saturday night, wasn't it? And then Blind Date came on after we Cilla Black.
Oh, what did you do, our young man?
That was amazing, the nights, wasn't it? But that's what's kind of reminded me of the new, Si. All the family come back together.
With the corona.
Do you know what I mean, Si? Listen, I wouldn't wish it on MD, but it's something bring me back to the days, Si.
Kev, who you going? Acting to play you?
Fuck, I don't know. I quite like...
Remember Pinball in Sweet 16?
He could play
You
you.
and me.
Constance, mate.
I'd like to play fucking, what do you call him out of Dumb and Dumber? Is it Larry?
Harry.
Harry. Big Harry.
Did you ever watch the one Off Mice, you read the book Off Mice and Men in school?
Nah.
I think I did, aye.
Did you?
Aye.
You're
what's
Big
that about?
Lenny. Do you remember that? Amazing.
Of Mice and Men. Is that not a poem by Robert Bruce? No.
No, it was him. Oh, I'll get
So
it
who are
next
you
week,
going
please.
with?
I don't
Harry
know,
for Dumb and
fucking
Dumber?
Big Harry. Thick as fuck.
What about Stephen Lee, the snooker player?
Who you going as wee mini Dolph Lundgren there, you wee square jaw? You could play him, eh? You could play his mini-me version.
Mini-me.
Big Dolph and wee Dolph.
Adolf.
Adolf. He's got his haircut like Adolf.
Slaney, you can ask the next one.
Aye. Oh, boys, did you watch that on Saturday night?
Maradona,
Diego
the hero,
Maradona.
Never watched it. Is it
Oh, mate, it's the best thing I've ever watched,
good?
eh?
Aye.
That
So
was-
good.
Oh, mate.
What about him with the mafia, not?
Mate, do you know what's weird? And I'm not saying I was at Maradona, but do you not think it was similar as in Diego one side and then the other side Maradona? You hear them saying that a lot,
So
Si,
you're
about
like Paul and Slaney.
Slaney, isn't it? That's thought that a lot, by the way. Do you know what I mean, Si? What a man he is, honest to God. If it was, I've never in my life came across somebody more iconic than him.
Nah, he's the most iconic football player of all time. I'd agree, mate.
I think any sports star, Si.
Muhammad Ali,
Muhammad Ali or Michael Jordan maybe, but there's just something about the way he walks, Si, and his hair and
Phil
that.
Taylor.
Philip Taylor, Si. Montgomery.
Big call.
How good was that though, Si, back in the days? But the only thing is, Si, it was very sad, wasn't it? Because he got brought into the mafia, not didn't he? And he couldn't get out in that point, couldn't he? No? So I was
The mafia boys were handsome boys, so weren't they? I thought they were quite.
mental, weren't they?
Mad didn't Napoli win the league for. They were like bottom league when he went.
Twice they won it,
I think he's the best player of all time. There you go.
I think he's.
Better than Messi.
I think it's a.
But did he do it a longevity?
Did he do it a longevity?
Did he do it in a long period of time, Maradona? Like
Talking
Messi
about
did
a
it
guy-
for the
He
last
won
15
two
years.
leagues with Napoli.
We're talking about a guy that won the World Cup.
World Cup.
You know what I mean?
No,
And Messi's
Got to a
only,
final, another World Cup.
Messi's only ever played for Barcelona, so he hasn't really ventured into the unknown. Maradona played for.
So who are you saying, Messi or
I would
Maradona?
say Maradona all day
I'll go
long.
Messi.
Oh, yeah.
I love Maradona, but I haven't like because it's because of my era. I've seen Messi. I've never seen anything like this. What we've watched with him.
Messi obviously is, but
I don't know, because I would look at things like, I know Messi's done, him and Maradona's done similar things with like the ball and stuff, but when you see guys like fucking Messi sometimes run past players who maybe aren't that great because it's a two team league, whereas fucking
What a lot of shit he
was-
does it in Champions League every year.
Maradona's running past fucking
Milan, Juventus, Milan.
just like, and think of the Italian teams then.
Defending wise as well.
Defending wise, cost my God, man. I don't
And
know.
the pitches back then were horrific. Do you ever remember when you were younger, right? And you were all sitting in the living room as a family, and you're watching a film. It was brilliant. It was a cam film, and there was a sex scene,
It was awkward as anything.
and nobody could look at each other on that side for about 3 weeks.
Your dad was sitting like that.
Mate, how bad was that? Wasn't it? Do you remember that?
Aye,
Did you just pull your big tail out? No, but that is horrific, that, innit? But I don't know, Si.
Mr. Flower there.
Mr. Flower was there.
Ice Age, that is fucking
Ice Age.
magic, innit? Ice Age.
Oh yeah.
Somebody called me the sloth for that, man. Gutted. Remember the wee guy keep coming about trying to chase his peas?
Here's one for you when you get on that. Rita Sue and Bob too.
Aye.
Seen that?
Is it good, aye?
Oh, what a film. Get on that tonight. You seen that? Oh, there
I'd
you go.
watch
There's a
any film.
for-
Fuck me, you're in that film. Big Brucey from Matilda.
I've never seen Matilda.
Chocolate cake around your mouth.
Brucey.
You can do it, Bruce.
I was going to say that I do like the Goonies with the kids. And
Goonies,
and I like nice to see Slaney there cutting the same hair sloth. Hey, you guys!
it's horrendous,
boy.
But no, I don't know. I like.
Could be Trunchbull as well.
It's actually like that, eh? They two ran into each other.
Fuck no, I've never seen Matilda.
Right, we've got to Facebook now. That was on Instagram. You on Instagram there, Kev?
I've got a profile, but I don't really use it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really know how to work it.
Get yourself involved, mate.
Don't know how to
Instagram's
work
the
it.
one, isn't it?
I think we're better just not talk about football, just talk about nonsense.
Aye.
Defo.
Stephen McIlwain, who is the worst professional player you have come across? The one you stood back and thought, holy fuck, how did he make it?
Wow.
Who's going first?
Rasmussen's up there, mate. I
Is he?
was shocked with Rasmussen, man. He came back and he was training with the
Is he
Reds.
that bad, aye?
Oh my God, man.
Couldn't do anything.
His teeth.
I-
His teeth.
He looked like the boy from, remember Prison Break, the guy that,
Teabag.
he's a heel, isn't he? I love him. Just walked out his poker.
Who was your Slaney?
The worst player, Rasmussen's right up there. They're spinning it. I can't keep boys. I can't fucking
Of course you can, that's what you're here for.
You said Toshney before we went in the car.
Aye, he's up there.
Hopeless.
Me, when I was at Sunderland, they signed a guy for France called Lillian Leslandis. A French international. I think he's got 30 caps.
Not Lillian Nellis.
Lillian Leslandis. Leslandis or something. Honestly,
Say that
right,
again?
this guy was fucking
What position?
striker.
Oh, right, okay. It's not
Awful. Fucking awful. It was that bad, right? I'll tell you a true story. He was called out, picked in the squad for the Saturday game, playing against Liverpool, right? And at that time, we were on a win bonus structure that if we beat the top 6 teams, it was like $8,000 win bonus, and the rest were all 5. So he got in the squad, and I thought, oh well, fuck it, So I got the boys doing for Stranraer because we're playing Liverpool. I was at Leeds, 1 or 2. So I went and got bevied, absolutely stinking the rink. Woke up the next day and says, right guys, I'm going to take you to my mate's pub, we'll get a big carvery. So I left my phone in the car, went and got a fucking carvery, took a rink and back to the car, 35 missed calls. I'm like, oh my God, it's the gaffer's fucking phoning me, what's happened? So I phoned back, says, hey gaffer, you try to phone me? She says, aye, Lillian's no fucking turned up, you're in the squad. And I was like, all right, I'll be around as quick as I can, well, you better get here in 5 minutes or you'll not be on the bench. So I drove as fast as fuck to get to, I'd been at the rink the night before. So I got there, just as I got there, Lillian Lesland just pulled up in front of me. He's turned up, he says, it's all right, Kevin, Lillian's here. He was fucking mortal drunk, he was worse drunk than I was. We beat Liverpool 1-0, he got on and got the win bonus, the fucking appeals money. Look, you've actually seen this guy, he was falling over himself on the pitch. But he was like a French international coming to save Sunderland. And he was fucking hopeless.
Wow. Right, we're moving on. Would Slaney rather be quarantined with wee Willie or Paul Tim?
Let me see that, did we not? Did we not talk about that earlier?
I want to know if you had to pick one, though.
I'll pick one.
Who's the favourite one that you've slaughtered on here? Why?
It's wee Willie, innit? I've not really went for Big Paul ever.
No, you and Paul are...
We're tight,
Paul,
so I would go for wee Willie. I'd like to see him, just myself, isolate maybe him.
What would you do him?
Plenty, say.
Dream guest you'd want on the podcast, Kev?
I would like... Fucking hell, what a question that is.
I love Sylvester Stallone. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Sylvester Rocky, Would you take him on a challenge?
I'd love him on.
I'd like... I like Alan Brazil.
Alan Brazil would be brilliant. He's a
think-
hero, isn't he?
I just think that Alan Brazil lives his life. No, the way I don't want to live my life like him, but he's just very honest up front, and he's got great stories, great tales. Just wants to enjoy life.
Yeah.
And I just think there's something fucking quite therapeutic about that.
I love Alan Brazil. He's taking less days, isn't he? And
2 days a week.
Max Rushton's going to...
Aye, I'm modelling myself off Big Brazil. I've not got the red face, but I'll borrow Slaney's later.
Imagine that, his face on your body is Alan Brazil, man.
Tell you what about you, mate.
Dream guest off. No arsed.
Nah.
Yous are fine for me, I like yous too.
Who would you have, Slaney?
Sylvester Stallone.
Would you, Sylvester?
What would you ask him? What questions would you ask him? Do you regret Home Alone?
Do you regret making the fifth Rocky?
Fifth Rocky.
Billy Gunn. Remember?
That was terrible, wasn't
That was horrific. But I don't think Sylvester, I mean, he's done so well, but it comes across thick to me when he talks. Isn't he?
I've got a bad player, Mo Kamara. Oh, fuck.
Was he?
Oh! He's one of them, even when he came down to the res, you're like, Mo, stop kicking the ball at the pitch, man.
Was he, aye?
Mo, he was 100 mile an hour, man. Oh, the best. He used to say about the manager, I gaff a fucking wanker for life. That's what he used to say all the time. Oh, Mo Kamara, what a man. There was a few other bad ones, man. Who else? Trying to get Celtic, there was a few. Strachan's time, remember? Big Snowy, mate. I wasn't having Evander Snowy. It used to kill me that Snowy would get called up and play ahead of me. Like Petrov and Lenny and that, you could, but Snowy.
Strachan loved him, didn't he?
Because he was a big boy, you know what I mean? Used to do me in. The best thing on TalkSport's when Alan Brazil didn't realise that Bob Monkhouse had died. Have you seen that?
Aye, that's brilliant.
Mate, put it on YouTube when you get in
Is
there.
it?
Yeah.
That's up
Bob
there.
Monkhouse pals on. He's like, how is Bob's health? And the guy's like, Alan, Bob's dead.
No way.
Oh, mate, you need to watch it. It's tremendous. Who's the thickest player you've ever played with?
Sean Fortin.
Oh, mate.
Sitting watching watching a programme one night about volcanoes, and he went, "Hey, Kyler, are they fucking real?"
Derek Reardon's thick as fuck, mate. Mate, do you know the story I told about? Have I told you when we went to Ireland? Gravison paid for us all to go and watch Batman because he loved the Joker, you. And he sat in the front row on his own with popcorn, and we were all like the back row. He was just sitting on his own, and then I was sitting next to Deeks, and Deeks is like, "Where the fuck's that Gotham City like?" See, I've never even heard of it. Billy Brown told us about Boyd. He didn't want it on, but we're going to tell it because we're in quarantine, so nobody cares. Billy says we were sitting at Killie one day, and there was like a big news report about someone about oil, and Boyd leaned over at him and said, "Tell you something. See that guy that discovered oil? He must be fucking loaded." Any else stick?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
What was the story you were going to tell with you and Toshney about Lenny going through the 2 years?
Oh my God.
Tell that now. Because he's thick. Toshney's thick, isn't he?
So, I think I've actually told this. I'll
think
say
you have. I can't
I'll say it,
remember.
but the first team of training, Si, and on this pitch, and the reserves had played the day before, so we were doing like a recovery outside. So, you know, what a feeling it is, you don't need to train, Si, do you know what I mean? So we're doing a recovery jog, and Lenny shouts here, Stevie Friel, send us 2 players there. And Steve's like, me and Tosh were standing right beside Stevie. He's like, you two on you go. And I'm like, please fucking don't. Honestly, I thought to myself, Stevie, I can't hate you any more than I did today. And so the twos walked here, and I don't know whether he told us the rules or no, Si, but it was a big game they were playing. And Tosh is so he said something about the rules, and I've no took it in. So Tosh threw me the ball, and I've took a touch. And as I've took a touch, Si, I went, I don't know if it's 1 touch or 2 touch anymore. So me and Tosh are on the same team, Si. So I'm still like that to Tosh, and then me like that, didn't know it was 2 touch, Si. Twos come in, smashed each other. Si, we're in the same team, but this isn't trying to be funny at all, Kev. I didn't know if it was 1 or 2 touch. And near the day, so I'm like to him, looking at him, and he's looking at me as if fucking do it. 2 smashed each other, Si. And I'm sure, if I'm 100% right, Si, I'm sure Lenny sent it back. I'm sure that could be right. I'm not sure. I need to clarify that. But it was the worst two you could have
love
fucking
to have
picked. With
fucking
fucking
seen those
Holland.
toilets.
But Lenny did say, why the fuck do you send his aid to her? He did say that to Stevie. So
I would love to have seen him in the youth days.
Tremendous.
I would Magic's. What a player.
Anybody else thick now?
Oh, fuck. Jason
McAteer.
He's thick.
Is he that as thick as everyone says?
He is really that thick. Like, I think there's loads of players told stories about him. The one about the fucking locking his keys in the car. The policeman comes in, we nip in and get a fucking a coat hanger. Went and got a wooden coat hanger.
That's amazing, that.
The pizza man, what is it? Do you want your pizza cut up in 8 or 16 slices? So you better give me, I'll never eat 16.
That's brilliant, man.
Fucking hell, man. He's
Love
just,
that.
he is thick as mince, but there's a lot of thick footballers.
There is
But
some.
that's the thing, we don't need...
Deeks is up there, man.
Blackie.
I remember we were getting our body fats done and Deeks strolled in, man. His body fat was massive, Deeks. And he's like, I didn't understand how my body fat's so high. All I eat is fucking bacon rolls. He wasn't right, man.
Was Gravison fit? No.
Nah, he was clever, mate.
Was he?
Just
Just a straight ball.
He told us that Ronaldo had a nightclub in his house. I told you he had a nightclub in his house. Him and Ronaldo used to go and just dance in the nightclub, just the two of them. DJ playing in it.
Fucking unbelievable.
Imagine they two dancing with each other.
Amazing.
Superb, innit? That is superb, innit? What a life. Right, everyone, thanks very much again for watching. Not really, thanks for
I
watching.
don't care.
No, it's... I think
No,
the message is, everybody just stay safe, listen to what everybody's telling you, stay indoors, if need be.
If I want the football season back quicker, everyone needs to stay indoors.
Because if there's no football season, we've got fuck all to talk about, so we can't keep you entertained, but...
And then this guy will go back doing that.
And see these morons that are gathering upside and also putting pictures up saying, I can't believe I'm not going to get my bikinis out this summer. Give yourself a fucking break.
You've went and cancelled all your orgies that you had planned for the summer, haven't you?
Exactly, Si. Do you know what I mean? So
if you can do that, then...
Exactly, Si.
Song? About staying safe?
It gives me fever. Oh, the coronavirus.
See you later.